Well, it appears as though Toronto's drug addicts are going to get their way when it comes to getting access to city-run facilities in order to shoot up, get high, and not have to worry about getting arrested. Toronto City Council has recommended the implementation of 3 injection sites, which will allow drug abusers to take part in an activity that is both illegal and debilitating. One of the biggest proponents for the injection sites is City Councillor Joe Cressy. Yet, how do people in Joe Cressy's own writing like the idea that in the months ahead, drug addicts will have a place to go to get high using potentially deadly drugs and on the taxpayer tab?
I think it's an excellent idea, actually. We know drug use is a reality in our communities, so why not provide a service and a facility that can also help those folks get engaged in their own health care, feel supported, and inevitably be safer?
Better to be safe than sorry, so I think if they're going to do it, they're going to find a way to do it anyway. So if you can find a safe place to do it, then it might be a good reason to have a safe space.
I think sites that are made for drug users, to me, that kind of promotes it, in my opinion. So I wouldn't really be for it, in my opinion. I think it encourages the wrong actions.
I don't know how I'd feel about that. I guess fine.
Fine.
I guess so. I don't know.
What if I were to tell you that one of the safe injection sites is slated for your street next to your home?
Probably not so not so good.
Feel the same way if it's around the area.
Okay then. But if it was on your street next to your house, would you have a different opinion?
I guess so.
Well, if it was up to me, we would decriminalize all drugs.
All drugs?
All drugs. We would get organized crime out of them. Yeah, I think you would be hard-pressed to convince me or show me any evidence that 50 years of a police-led interdiction strategy has done anything positive. There's nothing positive. All it's done is thrown money, and look at the percentage of the global economy that's now directly comprised of benefits of organized crime. So I'm not saying it's great. Obviously I wish we didn't have these people, but I'm not going to interject an element of morality here. I'd rather have safer behavior than non-safer behavior.
What if one of those safe injection sites was to open right next door to where you live? Would you still be supportive of it?
Well, I get the NIMBY problem. It's a real problem. If it organically made sense for it to operate close to my home, I was near a main street or something, in the middle of a residential block, just sort of randomly to take a house, like kick somebody out who's living there and set up a site. That's a problem. If it makes sense in terms of you're in a neighborhood where this is going on, or it's a place that people can frequent, again, there's no perfect solution. People don't like it. There are lots of things that people don't like.
Well, the people have spoken and the results are mixed, but still the question arises, how effective are so-called safe injection sites? A 2012 study found that injection drug use in Toronto is spread out across the entire city as opposed to being concentrated in a few neighborhoods. Therefore, safe injection facilities would be unlikely to draw many addicts in the first place. As well, when the researchers questioned addicts, they found that most had little or no interest in going to supervised drug injection sites. Rather, many drug users said they just wanted to have a place where they could inject their drugs without the police arresting them. Translation? Supervised drug injection sites won't really help drug addicts get clean and sober. Rather, all it's going to do is make it easier for an addict to stay addicted to illicit and potentially harmful drugs. How is that a good thing? For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.